guys, so I just wanted to show you how I make my own coffee creamer. So right now I'm just pouring water into my instant coffee. So I just drink decaf coffee because I have a caffeine sensitivity, but I do love the flavor of coffee. Okay, so if you are somebody that uses instant coffee, that is totally fine. You want to go ahead and get the designated amount of coffee you want in your cup. So from here, what you're doing, when I make my own coffee creamer, I pretty much just use a blender bottle. It's really easy and convenient, and you can just store this in the fridge for when you want your creamer again. So I go ahead and use Combat Protein. I get the chocolate flavor all the time just because I love the chocolate flavor. They do have other flavors. When you are doing the creamer, I would probably recommend the chocolate, the cookies and cream, or the vanilla. I haven't done strawberry or anything like that. I kind of stick to like the basics for creamer reasons. But it's also something that I'm going to consume. And then with my creamer base, I use coconut milk. So this is a great substitution rather than using cow's milk if you're trying to, one, reduce calories, reduce fat content, and then also reduce sugars. So here I have just the original coconut flavor. I don't get any vanilla flavored milks. Usually almond milk, soy milk, coconut milk, oat milk will have vanilla flavored. Just get the plain original flavor, just because once you start adding the flavors, you're adding more sugar to your milk, okay? So we're trying to reduce the sugar and reduce fats. So the reason why I make my own creamer is because if you look at the back of a creamer bottle, you'll notice that some of the words on the ingredients list you probably don't recognize. And when you don't recognize words like that, it's probably a good reason for you to not even try to use that product. That is something that I live by. So the less ingredients in an item, or the things that you can understand the most, that's how I buy my products. So I try to go for things that have less weird ingredients, things that I can understand and read. And then I also go for the same thing with protein. I don't get anything that I don't understand. So that definitely reduces the potential for you to be consuming weird chemicals, additions that you don't really know what exactly is in those products. So that's why I stay away from creamer. And I know at least with this creamer, I'll be getting protein as well. So whenever you're doing your scoops, you want to have 8 ounces of whatever liquid you're using per scoop. So I go ahead, this has a 16-ounce mark. Yep, so I'll find it and then I'll go ahead and pour this guy in there. So once I get to that 16-ounce mark, which is perfect there, I go a little more because I like to have my protein a little more diluted. So if you want to add just a little more milk, you can definitely do that. But recommended 8 ounces per scoop of protein. Just depending on your protein, so just make sure you read your protein pack. So from here, just opening this guy up, gonna get my nice scoops here. So another good thing too is that if you are somebody that drinks coffee and you find it hard to get your protein in the day, having your creamer as your protein is a great way to at least get some protein in. Or if you're somebody that is on the go and usually just has coffee for breakfast, another great reason to have this, because not only are you getting your coffee that you're wanting, but you're also having your metabolism start with the protein that is in here. So it's a really good idea if you are gonna wanna swap or find an alternative. Protein and milk for your coffee is great. So from here, if you do find a blender bottle that has these little strainer things, it actually makes it easier to shake and make sure that there aren't any clumps. But I'm just gonna go ahead and put this guy on here. And like I was saying, it's really great if you do make this switch, just because you are at least starting your metabolism for the day. You don't have to just be running on coffee, sugar, and milk. Okay. So from there, should be good. And then all you're gonna do is, since it is a blender bottle, you can just pop the top off, voila. And then once you have your coffee ready, then you can just pour the designated amount of creamer in your coffee. So I really like cream in my coffee. So I have a really high cream ratio when it comes to coffee. And then from there you stir it, and then you can just drink it, taste it. If it tastes good, that's actually pretty good, on point. It's the amount I normally use. Then you're good. So that is how I make my own creamer. Like I said, it's great. You know what you're consuming, you're getting some protein in it. If you are somebody that's fast and on the go, you can at least have coffee and protein just like you want to. And you're not delaying the start of your metabolism, and you're not relying just on sugar. You have that protein backup in that coffee. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is kind of like a health hack for me, because sometimes I'm on the go, moving around, and at least I can get my protein with my coffee. So if you guys like this content, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. This is really to help you be and feel confident in the food choices that you make, and also enjoy your life. So you don't have to cut out coffee or anything like that. It's just making simple swaps to make your life better. So you don't have to work as hard when you get to a point where you decide you want to work out. At least you're getting your nutrition in check. So like I said, if you do like this content, I'm going to go ahead and keep creating more hacks for you so that you can create habits for yourself to follow daily and help reduce total fats, total carbs, and maybe get some more protein in that you didn't realize that you could do. So I'll see you guys. All right, guys, so during my editing, I did realize that I did not give you another option. So if you do not want to make your own protein, you can actually just use a pre-made protein and just put this in your coffee as your creamer. If you don't use the whole thing, that's totally fine. You can just drink the rest of it, but you can just use as much as you would like. And then good thing here, like I was saying in my video, is that you are at least getting protein in your coffee in the morning. So you're not just running off of coffee, sugar, and milk. But this is another option for you. These are really good. Premier Protein is a really good brand that I use and drink occasionally. And then just be mindful, if you are getting this brand, if you are getting this cafe latte flavor, just make sure that you're mindful of that, the caffeine in the protein shake. So if you are to add this to your coffee, already having caffeinated coffee, you're gonna have double the caffeine. So just be careful, because you can overconsume caffeine. So just be mindful. If you are going to use this one, try to get the decaffeinated version if they do have that one. But yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to let you know, is that you do have options here. So you can definitely get your own protein that you would like for your creamer.